Let's go!
Stony Plain Council was determined to make 2018 a fantastic year. We started the year off with our annual strategic planning session, where we went to discuss our priorities and goals for our community. We committed to successfully planning our capital projects, communications, public participation, and economic development in our community. In late 2017, we were hit with a curveball when CN informed us they would be twinning the tracks through town. Work began in the spring and continued throughout the entire construction season. Administration worked hard to keep the public as informed as possible with the information CN provided. It was challenging, but there were no hard feelings. Well, most of the time. CN helped smooth things over by awarding Stony Plain with a $25,000 Eco Connections grant, which Council matched. The funds were used to replace trees removed along Grey Bar area during the rail twinning. A fun community party was held to mark the occasion. It's awesome to have CN and Tree Canada stand behind the town of Stony Plain in this grant. I'm glad to see a large company like that realizes the impact that they have on the community too. Our council has been very focused on our environment and how we can reduce our footprint. And this is just a great way to make sure our community realizes that where our focus is. With CN's twinning, Alberta Transportation's upgrade of 779 and 628, and our own construction projects, it didn't matter where you turned in town, you faced construction. And we felt the inconveniences and the pain, the frustration for sure. But by the end of the season, we had some great success stories to balance it out. Most projects were finished on time and on budget. Veterans Boulevard was completed last year and was worthy of a grand opening. Memorials like benches and banners will be installed throughout the year. On September 2018, we had a ribbon cutting with government officials and the Stony Plain Legion. We're on the newly renamed Veterans Boulevard, which used to be the old Boundary Road. This has been a 2.5 project going on with Town Council. When we did the transportation study, we realized that this is one of the busiest corridors that we have in our community. We wanted to rename it to Veterans Boulevard to honor the men and women that have served in the armed forces, past, present, and future. But it's just another access point to the town of Stony Plain, and it allows us to be connected. So no more, hopefully no more detours, but construction, you can never tell. We completed phase 2 of our downtown redevelopment project, and at some point during the construction, this intersection was only accessible by foot, but the wait was well worth it. We listened to the local businesses that were affected by this construction, and our administrative staff and contractors worked with them to assist them in any way possible.
No one ever really loves construction, so of course I was kind of about it, but it actually wasn't that bad. Oh, they were actually great. So if we did ever have an issue, we could just bring it up with the manager or the foreman, I guess, and they would actually come in and check with us and in with us if they were going to do something or if they had to shut the water off or stuff like that. They gave us a lot of notice and worked with us around our hours and our clients. It's fantastic. It's beautiful. We have angle parking. They made the concrete all cool with the wood pattern packed in. They did a lot of nice detail.
Next season, we'll be starting phase 3 and putting the final touches on phase 2, like decorative benches and lamps in this area. But life isn't success stories all the time, and 2018 had a share of setbacks and challenges, including a fire that engulfed the Summerhill Springs development in the early morning hours of June 21st and rattled our community.
I'd like to begin by thanking Fire Chief Mistel and our fire crews for their efforts during this fire. I would also like to acknowledge and thank our partners from Spruce Grove and Parkland County for their assistance. Together, as partners, we work to ensure the safety of residents in our region. Late Wednesday night and through the early morning, our fire crews were involved with a serious fire in the Somerville Springs development. Because of their pre-planning, skill, and dedication, the safety of our citizens was never really in doubt. This is important. The safety of our citizens is a core value in our community. Stony Plain is a proud community, a community that works hard at ensuring our citizens feel safe and proud of where they live.
Destroyed buildings can be rebuilt, but lives can never be replaced. I am proud of our incredible fire department for preventing any harm to themselves or to others. Thankfully, we are resilient. We work together to overcome our challenges and grow and improve in difficult times. We welcomed many new businesses in 2018, and our economic development team won a national award for marketing. We gave some awards of our own too. The town presented Meridian Veterinary Clinic with the 9th Annual Ambassadors of Action Business Award and gave the first ever Award of Creative Excellence to Blueberry Bluegrass Festival. The winner is the Meridian Veterinary Clinic.
You know what, for us to, get some recognition for our hard work and, our dedication to our business and, for us to be able to serve the community, it just means a lot to us at the end of the day.
The winner is Blueberry Bluegrass Festival.
It means a lot to Blueberry to win this award because of the time and the dedication that our volunteers have put forward. I think Blueberry was chosen for this award because Blueberry is committed to connecting with the community and highlighting and presenting Stony Plain.
As part of our new multi-year sign strategy, we've installed new signs within the town of Stony Plain, 8 in total in 2018. Every one will welcome you to the town of Stony Plain on 628, 779, and right here on 16A. And we also put 2 new facility signs, one here at the golf course and one here at the Rotary Park. You can say we were jumping for joy over the new signs. More will be installed this year, right here at Heritage Park. Last year, we also became owners of our brand new website, which went live on November 15th. And later that month, we had a party to celebrate.
We're here tonight to celebrate the launch of the new Town of Stony Plain website. This has been a long time coming. We've worked really hard to bring this new website to the residents of Stony Plain.
We have a community that loves to connect with one another, and they like to be able to be involved and aware of what's going on. So for sure, they're going to be able to access that really easily on the website.
We have turned a really difficult website to navigate into something that is incredibly easy to navigate. We've been listening to the residents of Stony Plain. They've been telling us what they would like to see in a new website for years, and we hope that we have accomplished all of that in this new website.
We're officially going to launch it and go live. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The website came after months of hard work from our committee, doing focus groups, public participation, and a survey. We want to hear from you to make sure that this was truly your stonyplain.com website. Those efforts to engage the community, as well as many others through 2018, came partly as a result of the public participation policy Council passed last spring. We've also launched significant public engagement efforts in order to collect feedback on the Old Town Community Plan, Old Town South, and future recreational and culture centers. And in June, we recruited for the Mayor's Task Force on Community and Citizen Involvement. The task force gives council advice on how to encourage volunteerism and to increase citizen knowledge of our community. Stony Plain would not be the amazing community it is without our volunteers. I am proud to say that we are taking steps to ensure the spirit of volunteerism continues to thrive in our town this year and for many years to come. And as you can see, we like to have fun. Other efforts to engage residents took place at the Connect with Council booth, the Tri-Municipal Expo. The booth was an opportunity for us to hear their thoughts in one-on-one setting, which I must say was very comfortable. I'll put on the booth because we want to connect with our community. We want to make sure that we're accessible as a council to the residents here and even back home in Stony Plain, just so that they feel that they can come and approach us. If you grow it your own, you can't sell it, but you can still go to a retail store and buy it. Yes. We know the need for community involvement in a lot of plans that we do, a lot of decision making we make. We want to make sure that we have the understanding of what the people of Stony Plain feel. We've always been involved with the community. We want to make sure that they have their say. Yes, council can just make those choices ourselves, but then that's not very community oriented. It's not generated by the community. We want to make sure that we understand that their vision is before we actually pull the trigger.
It's great, to have that opportunity and to see our politicians engaged and willing to meet with the people where they're at.
It is a great opportunity for people to come talk to us and have their say and be heard. We conducted 2 surveys to gather feedback from our residents. One was on the proposed Old Town Community Plan, and the other was on the legalization of cannabis. October 17 was a big day for all Canadians. The Government of Canada legalized marijuana. We adopted a zero public consumption policy and added guidelines to determine where businesses can locate within the town of Stony Plain. On October 17th, there were 19 legalized retail outlets in Alberta, and one of them is right here in downtown Stony Plain. We also launched a public education project to inform residents of all the laws and regulations. This included a brochure mailed to every resident and a social media campaign. As excited as we are about our new initiatives and changes, Stony Plain prides itself on our history and our friendships. Last year, we sent a delegation to Chicago, Japan, our sister town, and they experienced sights, culture, and events, and of course, food. In the fall, we welcomed a return delegation of 55 students and 8 chaperones. Though they were unfortunately delayed in their travel, they made up for lost time while taking in everything Stony Plain and the surrounding area had to offer. It was an incredible experience for all involved. And we had all great events.